Hello and welcome to the Side Quest podcast. I've completely forgotten what episode we're on because it's been so long since the last episode. It's been 84 years since the last episode.
Do you remember your name?
Barely. Do you remember mine?
No, I haven't seen you in a month.
I know. Ollie, how are you doing?
I'm okay, Benji. That's right, isn't it? Yeah.
Oh yeah,
How
that's
are you
it.
doing?
That's
Wait,
it.
what's this called again? Oh, I can see it on the thing. Side Quest podcast.
That's
the
Side Quest podcast. Yes, yeah. So we are back for episode 20 something.
Wait, you keep talking. I'll fill it. I'll find it on YouTube.
Okay, you find out what episode we're on. But we are back with a vengeance. It's been a month since the last upload, and there have been various reasons why we have been unable to record, and I think we're going to go through some of those. Ollie, you had the tournament. You went to a painting tutorial weekend. I went on a stag do, and then I'll go into more graphic detail about not the stag do. The stag do was fine. I did end up getting a tattoo though, which I'll tell you all about a bit later on.
Lads. Episode 25. There you go.
Episode 25. I feel like it's more than that, but we're on episode 25. But also, I'll go into some more graphic detail about reasons why I've been unable to record over the last couple of weeks.
Have you installed a toilet in the shed yet? Is there a toilet out there yet?
Right now, there's no need for one. I think I'm okay. If times get desperate, I might have to go out in the garden. But
a hole in the back of the garden.
pretend it's the dog.
Yeah, that's a massive something in the garden.
Yeah. So we are here for episode 25, and I'd love to say that we have a topic in mind for this one, but we don't. But I think we've had so much going on over the last few weeks that I think we can just kind of make up a bit of a topic in itself.
And there's even Warhammer and miniature stuff to talk about too. So you can keep it related to that as well as your shitting.
Yes. So I hadn't told them what I'd been doing.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
I was going to keep it as a surprise.
I mean, it's Benji's illness.
my mystery illness.
Shitstery illness. Yeah.
Yeah. So are we going to talk a little bit about Horus Heresy?
Yeah, there's a Horus Heresy. I mean, what's happened since I last saw you? I've got 4 kids now.
You've retired. You sold the shop.
I've died.
You and Kira got divorced.
Yeah. She listens to these now, by the way.
Does she? Oh, shit.
My God. She ran out of her murder podcast, so she's like, I thought I'd listen to that one. I was like, oh my God. What have I said over the last 24 episodes? I've said a lot of stuff.
I dread to think. Do you know, actually, I'm going to give it a little shout out to me. My wife went on. I was going to say a hen do, not a hen do. What is it? Stag do, not stag do. No, it's not hen do. The one where baby shower.
Oh, right.
And one of her friends, her husband, Will, listens to this.
Will. Would you believe it?
Will. So yeah, Will, thanks for listening. It's amazing. When Lisa came over, she said, "Oh yeah, Will apparently listens. He says it's really funny." It's I don't know what he's listening to. I don't think it's ours.
Yeah, it's a different channel called the Hobby Hole, or whatever it was.
The Hobby Hole. Yeah, I think they stole our name or something, didn't they?
Let's steal it back. I've got all the old jokes coming back. Right. Okay. Wait. This episode we're going to call it. What was I going to call it? I didn't hear no bell.
I didn't hear no bell. Yeah. So it's in reference to that South Park episode. I didn't hear no bell.
Yeah, that one, or the ghosts in the computer.
Oh, the spooky ghost.
That's you in the shed. Who knows what happens in the shed? I'm in the kitchen. Can't get away with anything in here.
I know, right? Yeah.
There's a dog there.
Watching, waiting.
Poor Bilbo. We sliced his old badges off. The old bollocks are gone.
Oh no!
I felt bad about it, and I was always dead against it. But then he's just been pissing on everything. So we're like, right.
Yeah, you said.
So Kira was like, this will sort it out. And then when she was there, she's like, I feel a bit bad because he doesn't know why I'm doing this to him. Do you know what I mean? I just need to punish him. And then in the background, you might be able to see a giant rug. Our rug. He just went mental and just did endless pissing on it. So it's awful.
Do you know what in our old house, for whatever reason, our dog just decided that, like, and as soon as they do one, it becomes like
That's it.
That's the place. And like we had to get rid of the rug. In the end, it just absolutely stank.
I think that's what that's at. We've tried cleaning it and put that powder stuff on it. We've got like a carpet cleaner. It's never going.
There's only so much you can do. I think, yeah, it's a lost cause. Get rid of it.
Get rid of Bilbo.
Rid of it. Get rid of Bilbo. Yeah. So
anyone want Bilbo out there, by the way?
So what happens if he comes back and he's still pissing on everything?
Well, he's back now and he's just pissed all over that rug. So.
Oh right, okay. So yeah, what else are you cutting off?
I don't know. One ear,
a leg,
cut off limbs until he learns his lesson. Fucking Bilbo. So it's been a bit of a nightmare because he's taken to pissing on the baby's stuff. So it's like that's pretty bad.
Oh
you know
no,
I mean?
yeah, you can't be having that.
No, it's just like, I don't know. It's like a biohazard thing. Like the child protection will be out. What do you know what I mean? Going like, hey,
yeah.
Why is your kid sick of piss? Oh, it's just the dog pisses on him. Do you know what I mean? Hi, Daddy.
Does your child stink of dog piss?
Yeah. So that's happened. Oh wait, we're doing the catch up, I think, by accident.
Yeah, we do. So, right. So should we do like the normal kind of order of things?
Pretend we've just started now. Hi, this is Cyclist Podcast. Benji Oliver. Yeah. This episode's called Ain't No Bell. Something. Don't talk about shitting. Don't talk about the dog and his testicles. So, episode 25. What have you been up to, Benji? The last 4 weeks, you lazy piece of shit.
So the first week that we couldn't record. So I think last time I was recording, I was about to go on the stag do, wasn't I? I think.
Yeah.
Did we record?
And I had the tournament.
Yes, that was it. Yeah. So I'll talk about the stag do first. Stag do was great. It was really good. It was quite sort of tame. It wasn't like a ridiculous one.
Not too many prostitutes?
Not too many. Not this time, no.
Yeah.
But
boring.
Yeah, boring. But my brother-in-law, he's got a few tattoos. On the last night that we were there, we were talking about tattoos and said, I'm a bit like I've always thought I wanted to get one, but I'd never know what to get. And then like literally from the bar that we were sat at, like have you ever been to Magaluf?
I've not. Shagaloof, no, I'm not.
No, and literally across the road, there's like a tattoo shop, and like we're watching people going in and out of it, and he was like, "I'll pay for it if you get a tattoo now." It's like, fucking, let's do it. So like literally, I had no idea what I wanted. Like literally went over there and then he'd like design it like dead quick in front of you. Like they get pictures from the internet and like just like do some drawings and stuff. And I was like, I don't know what to get. Like I genuinely don't know what to get. And like. My little lad, I've talked about it before. My little lad is absolutely obsessed with dinosaurs at the moment. So it's like my brother-in-law to be was just like, right, why don't you get a little T-Rex? I was like, perfect. So I got like this little cartoony. I've sent you a picture of it, haven't I?
Yeah.
And I think the Patreon's got a little only fans feet pic as well of of the tattoo as well, didn't they?
Yes, they did.
And yeah, so I ended up getting a little tattoo, my first little tattoo on my foot of a little T-Rex, and my little lad loved it. Like every time he sees it now, he's like, "Oh, it's a T-Rex." So
a T-Rex in the foot, and then let me guess, a skull and crossbones, or a lady licking a gun around your penis.
That's exactly what I went for next. Yeah,
I figured that would be. Yeah.
So yeah, that's
an
probably
anchor.
An anchor. Yeah, that's probably what I might get a tramp stamp.
Get one that says EST 1987.
Yeah. Or STD 1987.
STD 2025 Magaluf.
from a dodgy tattoo. But yeah, other than that, no, it was really good. It was like a really I wouldn't say it was like chill. I had a little tactical at one stage because I was just when you're just drinking all day. And it's
did you puke in a pint glass on a night out and put it aside and carry on?
No. I didn't do that.
That's the true tactical.
No. I went into the toilet and stuff, and just because then you feel better. You feel better in the morning and stuff. Then so I'm not used to drinking anymore. So yeah.
This episode, by the way, for some reason, Benji, whatever's happened, you just lost all like inhibitions or something, and you don't give a shit about shitting in the garden and puking in a toilet. Do you know what I mean? It's
well, yeah, but it's the reality. I talk like this in front of anybody. Like
it's what we are, isn't it? Now
it is.
Do you remember episode 1? We're really worried about saying stuff, revealing ourselves.
Yeah. So yeah, I did that. But yeah, that was really good. That was really good. And then I think I came back on like the Monday, Tuesday, I think it was. And then you were off to Swansea? No.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, no. So you had the tournament as well, didn't you?
I had the tournament first. I think was.
So yeah, how did the tournament go?
Good. Yeah. Hotel was good. New venue was really nice. Lots of people liked it. Yeah, pretty smooth going. Harder getting because I couldn't get in till the morning till like 7. So all the stuff was there and the tables were laid out. But it's their first time doing it, and the tables are laid out like 80% correct. Do you know what I mean? So I had to like drag like 30 tables about. And then I had to lay all the tournament terrain and stuff out. I set the tournament doors open till like 9:30, right? And start at 10:15 or something. But obviously people turn up at like 8:45. I was like, fucking hell. So I'm still like running around like, people like, hey mate, nice to see you again. I'm like, oh yeah, you're lovely. Yeah, lovely. Just laying out like 700 terrain pieces. And then I brought everything down, but I left one fucking box, which had a load of like floors for a load of the foam terrain at the shop.
Oh, no.
So it's only like a 10-minute drive, but 10 minutes each way. And I was like, oh, no. But I was like dying, but everyone else was fine about it. Do you know what I mean? They were like, I don't even use that building. I was like, okay, well, fine then. But like, it was just like mad stress. Like it always is though, the first hour. Once like 10:30 is around, doddle. Do you know what I mean? Easy. People love to guess the Space Marines in the jar.
Oh yeah,
that was good fun. We had loads of raffle prizes.
How many were there?
114.
Wow, that's a lot of Space Marines. Did they win the jar?
No. They won a box of Space Marines. Like I did think about that, but I was like, I can't afford to give away 114 Space Marines. Like
that is a lot of Space Marines. Yeah.
So yeah, that 114 Space Marines. They won a pack of Space Marines. We had the raffle, we had some prizes sponsored with War Mag that came in, and Siege Scenics. So yeah, it was really good. Yeah, Mark, who's won it twice before, the only person to win it twice, won it for a third time.
Oh wow!
So he got the golden ticket.
You're gonna have to ban him.
I ban him, yeah.
Yeah, just for being too good.
One prize I always give is that the winner gets a free ticket. I think he's not paid for a tournament since like 1998. Do you know what I mean?
You're not making any money out of him now.
I should double him, double his ticket price.
Yeah, exactly. Just to
you think you're that good?
Yeah.
So
like,
Mark,
put your money where your mouth is. Yeah, Mark being too good. Yeah,
you bastard. So yeah, it's really good.
You talented fuck.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, exactly. So we had some new winners. We had lots of people brought their partners down, which is kind of what I wanted, right? It was like that kind of venue. So that was nice to see people coming in. Like if Kira came, she'd be like, come down for 10 minutes, chat for a bit and then piss off. Like, so it was like that. So it was good because, no one would spend all day at a Warhammer tournament, do they really?
No.
Pretty boring. So they did that. So next time I've got a few improvements to do, but I've got dates November the 8th and 9th in the book. Amazing. Confirmed. And I'm going to run, to begin with, 64 40k players and 32 Blood Bowl players. Now I have room to expand either or both, but let's start there and sort of see how we go. That's manageable. So yeah, another step up, I think. I've got a little trailer and an advert for this one as well. So
amazing.
Yeah, so that was good. And then, yes, you did Stag Do, I think. Then you came back. Then I went to Swansea to see Miles from Little Legend Studios.
Yeah, so tell us about that.
That was good. I flew into Bristol Friday. Was it Friday? Yeah, I think so. So I flew into Bristol Friday, but I got in quite early. So I got the train. I stopped off in Cardiff and went to Firestorm Games.
Yes, that's a shop, isn't it?
Because why not? Well, I got off the train and I got an Uber to Firestorm Games, and he took me to a demolition site. And he's like, "Oh yeah, they've moved, but we haven't updated. It's not updated on here." He's like, "Are you trying to get to Firestorm Games?" He's like, "Yeah." He's like, "Oh right, well, it's not here now." I was like, so he's like, he said, "Oh, if you do another Uber now, I'll take you there." But I got really shit internet, and he's like, "You're gonna have to get out now." I was like, he's like, "Will you get out of the car?" I was like, okay. So I'm just there with like a rolly bin, standing in a demolition site, trying to get an Uber. So I had to walk halfway there before I got my internet, and I got picked up and took there. So anyway, getting there was a bit of a nightmare. But the place itself was lovely. Yeah, nice big space. I do feel a little bit like the magic from shops is ruined by having my own a little bit. Do you know what I mean? It's like,
yeah, maybe.
I just think, I could probably get that or this. That sounds awful. It was a lovely venue. Place, do you know what I mean? It's like top tier, isn't it? Like massive, nice, lovely gaming space, bar, like definitely worth a pop in. It's like the Warhammer world of Wales.
Yeah, it is.
Lovely venue. Yeah, lovely.
But yeah, I think I know what you mean, because as you say, you can pretty much get hold of anything that you want now, can't you? Like, obviously you don't necessarily stock it at all times, but you can get hold of it if you kind of
from desperate, wish,
so sort of thing.
It ruins all shops for me, really. But like the only thing I can't get is Forge World. So that's like,
But nobody can get that, can they? So that's...
yeah, true. It's all out of stock. Yeah. So I went to piss around there, then got into Swansea. Quite an easy journey, really, and got my hotel. My hotel was like I could see Miles's studio. He has like a studio on the seafront.
Very
so I
nice.
could see it from my hotel window. So got out there, went in, said hello, and then he was running a kill team painting course for the weekend. So I took some models and stuff and just did sculpting and characters and bits of that, and we did some filming. And yeah, it was a really good weekend. Did 2 nights there, then back home, and then that was that week. And then what did we do next?
And then I started with...
What happened to you then?
Shall I tell everyone?
I've literally not spoken to you in about 2.5 weeks, and you look like you've lost 10 stone.
Yeah. So I had what shall be known in the future as the shittening. So
yeah,
basically,
the shittening. I've got a lot of pictures to prove it as well.
Well, not pictures of shit, but basically, I think I just shat out every ounce of food and water that I have ever eaten in my entire life over about a 10-day to 2-week period. I think there was 3 or 4 days where I was just awful. Like literally every half an hour I had to like keep running to the toilet, and like cramping pains. It was just awful. I'm very rarely like ill, but my God, it properly took it out of me. And then I went, like, was back in work and things, and like there was one day because I travel around a lot for work. I was like, I'm not going to go too far away from home just in case, like, I don't know, I shit my pants and I have to go home or something. I don't want to be driving up to Newcastle and be like 3 hours away from home with like, shit in my pants or anything like that. So I stayed quite local to home, and I was like, oh, I feel like this griping pain. And I just pulled up outside a shop. I was like, right, I'm going to try. I know where there's a Tesco, like it's normally about a 5-minute drive to this Tesco. I was like, I'm just going to go to this Tesco. So I set off, not realizing there was like really bad roadworks all the way there. So it was like an hour round journey for me just to go and find a toilet. And I just felt absolutely like horrendous. And like, when you're like clenching just to hold it. And like literally, it was awful. And but on the plus side, I have lost.
Diet.
I think I lost about 5 kilos over the course of that 2 weeks, because like my appetite was like entirely gone as well. So like literally, I was going to the toilet and I don't know what was coming out. Like there was I've not put anything in to come out. So like I just think my body was just giving up on me.
Finally,
well, bits of lung, like some intestine come out.
Diabetes.
Maybe I shut out my diabetes. Who knows? But yeah, my God, I've just never felt that poorly in my entire life.
And that went on for quite a while.
It went on for a lot, like, when you get something like that, normally, like, I don't know, it lasts a couple of days or something. Like, literally, this lasted for about 10 days, like, if not longer. Like, even now, like, that was, over 2 weeks ago now. I still get, like, the odd day where I'm like, oh, I've got, like, a bit of stomach pain. So I don't know what the hell I've caught or, but anyway, I do feel much better now. I'm a lot lighter now. I keep looking in the mirror and being like, yeah, that's all right. I'm the same weight now as I was like when I used to run about 4 times a week, when I was really, really like, when I wasn't doing like weights or anything either. So I was just like really, really skinny. So yeah, that's a good thing. It's like
every brown cloud has its silver lining or something.
Has a thin lining.
Yeah, every lump has a brown lining. Well, that's exciting. And then it's sort of spread around your family a bit as well, is it then? Like,
so then like my little lad's had I don't think he's had quite the same thing. Like he had a few like brown nappies, shall we say? But then he's just been really like poorly, and like he's only just started eating properly like yesterday. So then he's just been like, and you know what it's like when kids are ill. Like it's so draining. Like they're really needy, and like there was one day where he just didn't want to get off my knee and things. Like he just wants to sit on me all day, and like you can't even get to the toilet. You can't make yourself a brew or anything.
Yeah.
He just wants to like sit on your knee constantly. So it's been like a really brutal couple of weeks.
Yeah. Added to that side, I've also like my big project. I won't announce it this week, but maybe in the next week or two. But my big project is like coming to a conclusion. Yeah. Well, ahead.
You've been working on stuff like mad, and this thing is, I've lost kind of 2 weeks worth of progress. So I if I can have a good day tomorrow, I might still be able to pull it together, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to.
I wouldn't worry.
I've still got basing and oil washes to do, which is actually quite a lot.
Basing, man, takes up more time than anyone ever gives it credit for. Like,
yeah, totally does.
I'm not lying. I think we've got 200 bases to do.
Yeah,
plus vehicle.
You've got quite a lot to do, and you've got somebody coming to stay as well.
When's this going out?
Sunday.
Next Sunday or tomorrow?
Oh no, sorry, no, Monday. So it'll be going.
Bank holiday special.
Yeah, bank holiday special.
Yes, I have someone coming to stay with me very soon, who will probably be on the next podcast episode.
Yeah, and it's not me.
And it's not you. No, I don't want that. No, I do want. Come over here. I need some of that.
I know. I like it. It's just such. Well, selfishly, my wife decided to have a baby, so like
baby.
Yeah. So yeah. Otherwise, I would have been all over this. I would have absolutely loved to have been there.
Yeah.
But my baby is due on the 17th, so it's all just
not the best timing for this.
Not the best time. No, not at all. But yeah,
hold it in and get over it.
No, that's what I'm gonna have to. I'm just gonna say, just clench a little bit, and
What if she starts listening? Have you said anything to be scared about?
No, I don't think so.
No, I put a lot of words in your mouth, but you've never said anything. That's fine.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, yeah. So that's basically what we've been up to, right? Shitting.
Yeah. I've been shitting. You've been painting stuff.
I've got two other videos. I should edit and have out, but I can't take a step away from the other project.
You've painted more in the last 3 weeks than I think I've done in the last year.
I think I've done more last week than I've done in the last 3 years. Like
you've
hundreds of models.
Had to, yeah. You've
actual
pulled it together. I can't quite believe it.
I mean,
to be honest, you've had this a long time to get this done, and it is still quite
last night,
last minute, a little bit.
It's going to be more than last minute. It's going to be over last minute, but that's okay. I've not even started the biggest element of it yet, but that's all right.
I think that the biggest element of it was it was going to be the pinnacle of it, but now that's kind of being
that's gone. That might not even happen anymore. The whole point of it might not happen. No, it will. It'll just be I'll have to do it on my own.
It will have to, won't it?
Pretty much, yeah. I think I owe it to about the other 10 people who are involved.
It can't not happen now. So
it's also the most expensive project I've ever done.
Wow,
significantly
really?
So. Oh shit! If I don't get sponsors for these, I'm down thousands.
Fuck! I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's a bit scary. So if you want to be a patron here at, if you don't mind, just maybe 1,000 if you sign up, then
you might break even with this.
Yeah. Well, we've been paying for 4 weeks of software. That's it now. So, on that note, actually,
on that note,
we do have a sponsor. By the way,
we do have a sponsor. Of course,
so we just in the catches. That's what we've been doing. We have a sponsor for this episode, and.
It's not Broadsword Wargaming, is it?
Well, they are definitely sponsoring.
Oh, right. Okay, yeah.
For sure, because they need to. So, if you live in the EU and you want to buy stuff, go to broadswordwargaming.com. They do great shipping around Europe and everything. But we have a real sponsor called, back again, Fog of Wargames. That's correct, people. It's Fog of Wargames. They're your go-to store for tabletop wargaming. You can shop for miniatures, terrain, paints, and accessories to bring your battles to life. Benji, have you ever heard of Fog of Wargames?
I have, and they've got so much cool stuff there. So for me, some of the highlights and the standout models that they sell are things like Victrix. So they've got the Vikings in there, which I have got a couple of sprues of, which one day I will eventually get around to. So yeah, go and check them out. And they are not to be confused with Frog of Wargames, which doesn't exist. But some people seem to be getting confused between Fog of Wargames and Frog of Wargames. I don't know.
And also Fog of Wargaming, yeah, they're not real either.
Yeah, they're not real either. But some people seem to think that Frog of Wargaming is a thing, but it's not.
You can get some juicy discounts, right? I think you can get 10% off, and you get an additional percentage off if you use the code in our description down there at the bottom right.
Yeah, so code is SideQuests, all capitals. We'll link it all down in the description below anyway. But yeah, you get 10% off when you use our discount code, and I think it's another 5% off when you purchase 2 or more boxes.
Yeah.
So there is some hefty discounts to be had there. So go and check them out. He also sells a load of hobby stuff. So there is some what they call tooth and coats paints and things on there as well.
They've got Artis Opus stuff, Colour Forge. They've got Army Painter. They've also got all the bolt action stuff, so all the new bolt action bits, so loads to go. So go and check out fogofwargames.co.uk.
Perfect.
How about that for a sponsorship?
That was amazing. That was so slick.
Didn't even call them Frog of War Games or Fog of Wargaming
not
or
once,
anything.
No. That was smooth. Maybe we should just I should clip that bit out and reuse it in every episode going forward.
You'll know we've done that if I'm wearing just a different jumper or something, or the lights different.
All of a sudden,
or you can't see the road wheel was pissed on, then you'll know it's from a different episode. If Benji's put a few pounds back on because he stopped shitting, then so that's the sponsorship. Also, Broadsword Wargaming. Do go check them out as well. That's me. For those of you who don't know, for those of you who know the joke, they're a sponsor. I'm not affiliated, but I am affiliated for legal reasons. So Benji gets no cutback from them either. It's all me. So if you want to support me, go to broadswordwargaming.com. If you want to support Benji and me, go to Fog of War Games.
Basically, they pay you to be here, so essentially,
pretty much, exactly.
I guess I'm asked for anyway.
And if you want to support the channel even further, go and check out our Patreon as well. I need about 2,000 of you to break even on my next project. Benji's hair is looking all right at the moment. He's got a couple of weeks off.
I don't know what's going on with it. Maybe it's like grown back a little bit since I've been ill.
Shitting. Your body's been so busy shitting that it's pushed hair out.
It's regrown hair.
Yeah. Right. So that's what we've been up to. That's that. We've basically finished the episode now, halfway through. Right. I'm gonna give us half an hour because it's that's the cutoff. So what have we missed in the last 4 weeks? Well, only just a few days ago we had the brand new Horus Heresy Istvan drop site, whatever words they use. Saturnine shit. So they did a new Horus Heresy version 3.0 is coming, and they've brought back loads of rogue trader stuff like cool points and intelligence and all that willpower. So it's like playing rogue trader with 7th edition rules, slightly more complicated than it used to be. Didn't see anything about reactions, and they brought back the polarizing Saturnine miniatures. Now these were around. Back in Rogue Trader time, mate. Did you never see them before? The 1980s version?
I see, with like the big
Turtle men.
They looked a bit like weird in the old versions, but man, I love the new versions. Have you seen
them?
I love them. I absolutely love them. Like I don't know what it is about them. They just because they're from like pre-heresy, aren't they? They're like the Unification War kind of
OG
era,
boys,
aren't they? Yeah. They're like, and like because they are almost, I would say that they're like better than like Space Marine armor, but it's like lost technology, isn't it? Like they can't replicate Saturnine, like because they call Saturnine because they were built on Saturn, right? Not on Mars.
I don't know that, but it sounds like it could be true. I feel like I should know that, but I don't know.
I think because I was doing a little bit of reading about Saturnine armor and stuff like that. So yeah, but apparently like the technology is like lost to the Emperor and to the Forges of Mars. So
disintegrate this.
It's meant to be like like amazing, like OG
old tech,
crazy old tech. But yeah, I love them. I think the Dreadnought in particular, like, is just phenomenal. It's like a Telemon Dreadnought, isn't it? Like you've seen like a Telemon Dreadnought, haven't you? Like the Custodes one. Like they've got like the big shoulder pads on them as well. It looks a little bit like that. And have you seen the size of it as well?
It's like Madonna.
So good. And and then Mark II Marines, they're cool. Like with more jointed plate. Again, they look proper like OG Space Marines, don't they? Which is what they are. What's it called? Is that no? That was Crusade armor, I would say. Yeah, it would have been Crusade armor. Yeah, Mark II was Crusade armor, and then is it the Mark IV? That was like Heresy.
Yeah, Mark IV is like your thin looking, starts to look more like 40k armor.
Yeah,
so
but that's
I love 3. 2's good. 3's cool.
It's for the one that's got the studs on them.
6 has the studs on one shard. 4 has some studs, yes.
Yeah.
6 is all studs, and 4 is a bit of studs.
Yeah, because four was like the main armor in the Heresy, wasn't it?
Yeah,
and then there was like a few
an amalgamation of shit.
Yeah,
five was like
six is that Corvus?
It is Corvus, yeah. Beaky Marines.
Beaky Marines, which are mainly used by the
Raven Guard.
What's the name? Yeah, Raven Guard.
And then Mark 7 is like tactical Marines. So it's come a long way. So Saturnine Terminator, you love them. I don't know how I feel about them. I don't hate them or anything. I'm not like, I hate it, it's terrible, because I hate that. But like, they are goofy looking, but they've always been goofy looking. So like, do you know what I mean?
But I think the older Space Marine armors just all do look a little bit goofy anyway. Like I think compared to like Primaris, which they just look a bit slick, and like as Space Marines go, they look quite sort of sexy, don't they? Do you know what I mean? It's sort of like a bit like more curved up. You see those hard lines on them and stuff. Whereas like the old armor, it just looks a bit like clunky and cobbled together and things. And I think the Saturnine armor is just almost like the extreme. It just looks super, super clunky. And
I'm just not sure about the 1980s Madonna shoulder pads, but yes, that's just what they are, right? Like big 80s shoulder pad people. So they are cool. I'm looking forward to seeing them. I think they'll probably be even better in the person than they look on pictures. They announced obviously a whole new edition, plastic fell blade. I've been waiting for one of those for a while. Those are new stuff. I think we have nearly all the tanks now, but I did see a few other bits. They've got that big like mega gun, the tarantula, but like there's four of them.
Does that come with the...
Comes in the box,
yeah. That's
I think you
get a mega box.
I think you get 6 Saturnine or 3 or 6 Saturnine, the big Terminator, 20 or 40 tacticals, I think 40 with disintegrator guns and stuff. You get a Praetor, both in Mark II, and a Praetor in Saturnine as well. So and the big defense gun thing. So it looks like a pretty cool box, and that I'm assuming will be sometime in the next month or two or something.
I would have thought so. I would have thought so. It's probably going to be like a two-week pre-order window again, like maybe.
It will be, There'll be nothing the week after or the week before or something, Yeah. So that'll be a big release. So that's pretty cool. As a Horus Heresy fan, I'm pretty excited about that.
Do you know what? Games Workshop played an absolute blinder. With we were talking. I can't remember if it was like the last episode or maybe, but we were talking about things that we didn't like, and I said leaks. Leaks are like the things that I just hate. I want to enjoy something for like the first time when I see it. And they just played an absolute blinder, because did you see the original post that like kind of was making the rounds, and it was like a Facebook marketplace picture. Now they'd put that out. Like that was them. That wasn't anything to do. It was all part of like the marketing for it. And then like they had is it Horus Heresy?
Oh yes, that's right. Dropping random information in.
But they were just and they were saying like, dreadnoughts are now going to be on square bases, and just putting out like some of it was real and some of it was absolute like shit. Like it was just like a real tongue-in-cheek way of really like kind of ripping it out.
Control of the leak, right? Like
but I don't think any of it leaked though, did it? I think this is like
get the full box got leaked though, didn't it?
No, I think that was them. I think they did that because that picture ended up on the Horus Heresy.
Was that
website.
Not them taking the piss out? I'm not sure. Maybe actually. Maybe.
I think they did that. I think that was them.
Do you think they leaked it?
Yeah, I think they did it intentionally.
Because then they changed. They were going to announce the drop site thing, and then they're like, "Oh, someone got before us, so we're bringing the announcement forward," kind of thing. The drop site is now in 216 hours. Thing. Maybe it was. I don't know. Either way, they've done well with it. I still would have preferred no leak and seen the models in the preview. Properly, which would make me think it was a leak, but then who knows? Either way, there's still a lot of hype going on about it, wasn't there? So so that'd be exciting, for sure. What else has happened?
I think that's so. Just going back to Heresy, I know like we're kind of dwelling on it a little bit. Not everybody's into Heresy, but the rules, obviously, you kind of gave us a little brief overview of the changes that are coming within. I'm not a Horus Heresy player or anything, but as a player yourself, how do you feel about the changes? And is there like a sentiment in the community of how people are feeling about it?
I think that, I don't really have much of an opinion on it, just because it's hard to look at rules in like a vacuum, right? Just like, on a piece of paper, they have this willpower. Like, I don't know how that's going to interact with the full game. I don't know, like people's concerns are that it's more complicated than it has been before, because we're introducing 4 new stat lines, right? Willpower, what is it? Willpower, intelligence, 4 of them. I forget, cool and something else. Like how well cool is like how well you take fire and how like you keep you cool. Like willpower is obviously some sort of anti-psycho stuff. Intelligence is how well you do like activities like opening doors and stuff. So it seems like, which is like a heart to Rogue Trader, right? So I don't know how the game will play. I haven't seen gameplay yet, so it's really hard. I've sort of reserved judgment. I think I preferred the first edition to the most recent edition.
Okay.
So if it's a step further away, then it's more of a different game, which is fine. And it's still kept like leadership, strength, toughness, initiative, attack, weapons skill, ballistic skill. I don't really want to lose that, because otherwise then it just becomes 40k, right? Not that there's anything wrong with that, but I wanted to have his own identity.
You want it to, yeah, of course.
And I like 7th edition, which is kind of, 3rd to 7th edition is what I played the most of anyway. So yeah, the sentiment seems to be people are concerned that it's too complicated. I think a lot of people wanted reactions to be toned down and changed. So I don't know how that's going to have happened yet. I think, in the games I did play a 2nd edition, you shoot someone, you get shot back, you lose half as many men as you shot. Like, and people just overwatching with like tanks, just blessing the shit out of you and stuff. So it'd be good to see how that happens and how those, hopefully they've listened and changed that. I don't know, much else. They talked about list building has changed. I don't know to what.
See, there's apparently like all the factions, the chapters like are a bit more unique now.
Yeah, I don't know.
Unique, but they are unique, so they're slightly different from each other rather than just being like Space Marine versus Space Marine. Do you know what I mean? It's that they've got their own kind of traits and stuff.
So I'm interested to see. And I'm hoping it's good, because it's a game I love. I like kind of collecting it in the lore more than playing it anyway, but it'd be nice to have an excuse to play it more. So yeah, pretty excited about that. It's a big release. I guess that's our big year. We've had loads of old world and shit coming out since we've been away. So we've kind of plowed into that.
Do you know what's going up for pre-order next Saturday?
Saw. Yeah, what do you like there?
All of it. All of it. Yeah, there's the 3rd book, which everybody has been clamoring for ages. Every week, every time the Sunday previews come out, there's always like, oh, the game's working, still haven't done it. Oh, just release it, you cowards! Like in the Great British Hobbit League, and honestly, first like few weeks it was quite like, oh yeah, that's quite funny, and like now it just and it's the same people posting like similar sorts of memes every week, like, and it's just got like quite tiresome, I must admit. But like now they're finally releasing it. They're also releasing a new match play guide, which is amazing. So there's only 6 scenarios in the current book, which obviously it kind of makes obviously very limited gameplay. You've only got 6 scenarios to kind of choose from, whereas I don't know how many there'll be in the new one, 18 perhaps. So it's a lot more to play. I think there was 18 in the previous one. You tested me now, yeah. So it just it's going to open up the game a whole lot more than it is at the moment, because it's been, I wouldn't say it's quite stagnant at the moment, but it is dominated by a couple of armies. Eagles are just kind of decimating people at the moment.
Oh, really?
Yeah, just they've got some like good stuff, but thing is now, with the 3rd book, there's obviously might be some really like hard counters to it. So they've not been FAQ'd or anything yet. So when the new book lands, hopefully it will kind of even the playing field a little bit, and obviously it'll take a bit of time to find like what works and what doesn't work, and what people like, what people don't like, because when it was all like launched back in December, I think it was, there was a couple of army lists that people were like, oh, this is going to do really, really well. This is going to be like the list to watch out for, and like it's just not doing what everybody predicted it would do. And I don't know whether that's because newer players who kind of aren't necessarily as skilled potentially as kind of good players with it are kind of leaning on it a little bit too much, but not understanding the nuance of them and things. So like Minas Morgul were kind of pitted to be like the go-to army, but they don't seem to be doing that much really. So yeah, it'll be interesting. It's going to shake the meta up a little bit, and it's going to add just so many new army lists that it'll be interesting to see kind of how that goes. There's a whole load of returning models as well, which is amazing. So there's Hasharin, there's the dragons, there's the Drake, there is and they're on different base sizes now as well to what they were. I've got a dragon up there which I've been wanting to paint for ages, but then as soon as I knew that there was new base sizes coming, I decided not to do anything with it, because didn't want to have to rebase it couple of months after I painted it.
Yeah.
So there's loads of stuff, and really, really excited about all the stuff that's coming. And I think I'm hoping that it will just kind of reinvigorate the game a little bit again. It just felt like, because it's been so long since the last 2 books were released, it just feels like the game has stagnated to the point where either people have dropped out and aren't playing it anymore, or there's just like kind of lack of excitement for it anymore. So it's about time, I think, that that 3rd book came out. And I think the match play guide as well will just kind of really shake everything up. And, from a scenario perspective, Eagles might be great at the 5 out of the 6 scenarios that are in the current book, but as soon as you've got 18 scenarios to play, they might actually have some real weaknesses in some of them. So I think we might see them maybe drop down the pecking order.
That would be good. I mean, like you say, I can't actually remember, like, the Lord of the Rings has been very slow since the edition came out. Like, we had a few new models and then it's just been dead. So a load of new missions and like a bit of a change up to stuff is probably a good thing, right? That's what we like. Keep these games alive.
Of course it is.
So that'd be good, and the models look pretty cool.
There's the new Ent coming out, which is amazing.
Birch tree or something, birchwood,
birch seed, I think it's. But it's that's a cracking looking model. There is Imrahil. I can imagine you. I can imagine you liking Imrahil, kind of like a mounted kind of heroic knight type dude.
I saw the blue dudes, the Minis, what are they called?
Dalamroth.
Yeah, they look pretty cool as well. So they are back out. They're not new models, are they? No,
they're not. They had some new foot. Well, I say new foot models. Like that was 2018, 2019, something like that.
Prince of Dalamroth. Yeah, that's the one. That looks cool. I did see that.
It is cool. Like, he's so much better than the old model. The old model's just like it. It was a bit like, it looked a bit Warhammer Fantasy compared to like the rest of the Lord of the Rings range, and he's got like I don't know, like the mounted model just looks like he's been stung by a bee in the face, and his like face is all like swollen up. So he just wasn't like a particularly great model. Whereas the new one, oh my god, it's so sexy.
That looks fun.
It is so sexy. So sexy. And Dalamroth dice as well. That was unexpected.
Oh yeah, little seabird ship dice. But Beachbone, that's the one. Yeah, he looks pretty cool.
Beachbone, yeah.
But
so that's
decent
it
again.
Yeah, so Beachbone got what there was another Ent. I can't remember what it's called now. But they switched the names because they got it wrong in the old edition.
Do you know what doesn't look good? The
What's
metal Woses of Druiden Forest.
No, they're a bit, but they're really old models. They're a re-release.
They look terrible.
Yeah, they're not great. I think again, they look a little bit fantasy to me. Like, I just don't feel like they fit into the aesthetic somehow. Like, but then put the Woses just, they are little weird dudes though.
Yeah, what's their dude? Corsairs of Umbar. Yeah, they're like the dudes on the boats, right?
Yes, yeah. Oh, there's a new there's a new Corsair
little ballista.
Yeah, that's cool.
So that's very cool. Lots of new Lord of the Rings. There's also a ton of old world. So we've got Beastmen coming now. Beastmen out. We've got a new Spearhead box set for Age of Sigmar, which has been really popular in the shop with 4 new spearheads.
Oh, yes, there's loads of new spearheads. I saw the one that's kind of tickling me. I'm definitely not going to be buying it, but the Seraphon one.
Men? Yeah. And you'd be lizard men. It feels like you going to work or something, looking at little lizards.
Yeah,
that looks really cool, doesn't it? Yeah,
it does. That looks cool. And it's got like the salamander in it, and is it what they called? Is it salamander? The
the spitty thing.
Yeah.
I think it's a spawn of Chotek now.
That's it, spawn of Chotek, but salamander. Really cool. I really like that. Look at that box.
So that's a cool set. So there's a lot there. What else has been going on in the wargaming world? Oh, we had a new. We've not had basically new Star Wars Legion since last we spoke. They're not like those models came out now. There's like Star Wars Legion's like back properly now. They're doing like a full release since it sort of died off a bit. Like X-Wing and Armada that died, and Shatterpoint's been like picking up. So I think now Shatterpoint's at like a point they're happy with. They're like going, hey, here's Legion now. So I think it's a top class game still. So we've got new Rebels, Stormtroopers, and something else as boxes have come out, new like resculpts and stuff.
Wow!
So are you going
to be stocking them in the shop?
Yeah, I have lots of old Star Wars Legion, but then it sort of died off, so I just kind of let it die. I was like, I don't want to keep ordering more of this because I have a bad feeling about it. So now new stuff's coming, new boxes. Yeah, I definitely get that. That's coming. That's pretty cool. So it's just been like a pretty busy. It's really hard to recap an entire month, isn't it?
It is. Yeah. Like you forget what's happened really.
And what's the drama? Give me a drama. What drama's happened?
I don't know.
Someone wins about something probably.
I stay out of drama. I
too.
I was going to say something then, but then it might be dobbing people in. and I might create inadvertently create drama. Sometimes
some drama. So Dave from MS Paints is a cunt.
Yeah, him. Yeah. Yeah. Do you know, I asked him the other week, I was looking at scrolling through some of his videos, and I came across like a couple of the thumbnails. I couldn't see his hair, and I was like, Dave, are you like editing your hair out of your thumbnails to make so that people, because I know you said it before, like obviously he's got a certain look about him, like he's like quite an alternative sort of look, and I thought he'd started like editing it out so that he didn't kind of like get people like hating on him just because of and he was just like, oh no, I've just like been tucking it in when I've been taking my photos and stuff. But it actually, I thought that he'd done it to see if.
I see. Yeah, he's put it in all his hat, right?
Yeah. Like do you know what I mean? Yeah. So I thought he'd done it like intentionally, so that, or that he just cut his hair.
Yeah, he's like hidden his hair loads.
Yeah. it's quite funny. So yeah, I still want to start a rumor that Dave is actually completely bald under there, that he just wears a hat with like dreadlocks that attached to the hat, and that's why you'll never see him without a hat.
So let's start some bullshit with him. What a piece of shit! Coming on here, who's his little mate? The puppet. I fell out with him.
Yeah, Tony.
Yeah,
you didn't like Tony.
I fell out with Tony. We had beef.
You definitely had beef. Yeah. And yeah,
more drama. Something else.
Hector. Who else? Peachy.
Oh, we had Peachy on. What was he?
Yeah.
He's a therapist.
He's definitely a therapist. Yeah.
Peachy's involved in the project, the big project.
Oh, is he?
You know? Yeah. I wasn't sure he's going to be, and then he's like, "Oh, I've done it all now." I was like, "Oh, good." You know, like when we all do collabs and stuff, and you basically just don't do your thing until the night before.
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh," he's like, "Yeah, I kind of went quiet, but I've just been doing it all. It's all done." I was like, "Oh, awesome." He said, "Yeah, I guess people want an update." I was like, "Mate, don't worry, I don't start mine until 2 days after it's due."
And then you break the back of it, and
and then get it sent off, and then which I mean, it's a problem then. So yeah. Yeah, I think I still owe you that footage from about 2 years ago as well.
Fuck, you do, yeah. I was going to mention it the other day, and I was like, it's just no point now. Like, it's done. We'll have to go to another doubles tournament. I'll just do exactly the same thing again, and like you can just not send me the footage for that as well. So
it was 3 years ago now, so
fuck me, yeah, it was.
It was about a year and a half more, nearly 2 years. This September, October.
2 years in September it will be, yeah.
Yeah. What are we now? May.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Oh, yeah. Anders didn't even exist then.
No, he didn't. Was he coming, or did you not even know about him at that point?
Yeah, we knew then. Yeah. Jeez, okay. So that's time, isn't it? So since then as well, you've got a second one now. So
yeah, exactly. That's my life.
For you for a while.
That's my life over.
Yeah, pretty much. That's that gone.
Yeah. Oh, so if anybody's got advice for handling 2, I'd gladly hear it before I throw myself in traffic.
I think that's fair. Oh, actually, I have a good update. Anders is sleep trained now for whatever that means.
Oh, yeah.
So he now goes to sleep himself. I don't mean on his own, but like where we've had to rock him till he's like a 15-kilo baby or something. I've been rocking him for however many years he's been alive now. 1 and more months. Yeah. Anyway, rocking him for a lot, and he'd wake up multiple times in the night, rock. Like, oh Jesus! Like a burst of yoga ball blew up. It's been pretty bad.
Whilst you were on it,
whilst I was rocking him, yeah. It's
no!
Bouncing, doing. He was terrified, obviously.
Did you go like flat on the floor?
No, just burst. I just landed. Yeah, elbows hit the floor. Managed to avoid hitting him though, but he didn't enjoy that experience. But now we had one night where it all just went horribly wrong, and he just wouldn't sleep and was crying, and we were rocking and he wouldn't sleep, and I got annoyed, and it's just awful. So we kind of just left him. Was like, right, you just do your thing, and then like he just cried loads, and we've been trying to try that pick up put down thing, and that didn't work. So I ended up like shushing him. He was so tired he fell asleep in the bed. And the next day, like, okay, we just have to like make a decision how we're going to do this. Like, the pick up put down, the cry, the walk away. We didn't have to do any of it. We literally just said, right, we'll just lay in bed with him, say night time, and he messed about for half an hour and then fell asleep. And we're like, okay. And then he slept all through the night, and then that was that. And then we did the next nap, and he did it again and again. And I haven't rocked that baby now in like a month, and he just goes to sleep. You go, right, night time, put him down. I lay in the bed with him, and he just stands about and makes noises and flicks his little blankie and stuff, and then falls asleep.
Amazing.
So it's like, I didn't have to do anything to pick up, put down, crying or anything. Just put him down one day.
We did that about 6 months.
Yeah.
You did it for a whole year.
Yeah. Horrendous.
The thing is, like, when you have to rock the baby as well, don't you like hips hurt and like you get muscles that you just never ever like work out or anything, just getting a workout because you're having to like just like rock from side to side.
I tell you, he likes being picked up and thrown about now, and he goes again now. Again.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he likes again. So you do stuff with him. He talks. He says loads of stuff now. He like talks endlessly about all sorts of shit, just like his dad.
Yeah, he's got to get him on.
Yes, he has like, I don't know, 30 words or something now, more.
Oh my god!
Say anything. You go like, Anders, can you say chocolate? He goes cock. Or like, can you say banana? He goes nya nya nya. Like, yes, loads of words now.
Oh, look at him.
More chicken. Like, yeah, it's kind of cute now. He's at a much more entertaining age where, like, Kira can, it's easier to be with him in the day because he can tell you what he wants. So it does get easier, remember, Benji. But
I know. Just dreading the next year.
2 years, 18 years, 20 years. Well, if it helps, I still live in a 2-bed with 2 kids. So that's
I know. You're crazy.
I might live under the stairs. I'd like to live under the stairs. I might move into the studio. So yeah, if anyone has got any advice to help poor Benji over here,
no, I am excited. I know, like we kind of joke about it, but I know it's in my head. I just have like that kind of brutal like first few months in my head, and that's like I'm kind of dreading that.
The first few weeks, I've just been through it more recently than you have. Looking back, easy.
Yeah, but I think
the first few weeks are easy.
I think in hindsight, they're easy, aren't they?
I just watched the entirety of like Rebels, Clone Wars, Mandalorian. I've watched like more TV than I've ever watched in my entire life. And like, you can't really do anything. They just cry a bit and you give them milk, and then they just sleep all the time. They sleep loads,
that's true.
Remember, it's after like the month or two when they stop sleeping all the time, then it's awful because they can't tell you anything and they're just crying madly. And then
that's true.
Again.
Yeah,
so true. You got like 2 months you can just sit and watch TV.
Yeah, great, amazing.
Although you have another kid there at the same time.
Yeah, I know, and he'll be wanting attention and stuff. So he's going to be. I think he doesn't know what's coming. Like we're trying to explain it to him. He's got like a little book that kind of like says, "Oh, your new baby," and like like we talk about him and stuff like that. So, new baby's coming. You're going to look after your baby brother. You're going to tell him about your dinosaurs and stuff. Like but he has got no idea what's coming. I don't think he kind of comprehends. I think you can't at that age, though, can you really? He's only 2 and a bit. So it's going to be. He's going to have a shock.
Oh man, you'll be all right. This might be the last podcast for another month.
No. I think we now that we've broken the back of it, we'll keep going.
You've broken the back. Well, we're back. But you know what? I think that's been a good catch up.
Oh, that's been a good catch up. I've enjoyed this one. Yeah, we have talked a bit about Warhammer.
I haven't really spoken to you since the last podcast. Like a bit on Messenger and that, but
Messenger. But no, we've not actually had like a phone call or a chat or anything.
I've got a few pictures of you having a shit, and that's
me sit on the toilet going,
"It's happening again." That Gollum. You're the Gollum of wargaming.
When that chat gets leaked, fuck.
Yeah, we're all gone. It's fine. So we're on that bombshell, and that's not our thing. What do we say?
Bye.
Something. Benji needs something. Whatever.
I need a head chair transplant.
Yeah, head transplant. Whatever.
and a new ring piece.
And a new anus. An anus transplant.
So yeah, but yeah, I think we've covered everything that we kind of wanted to cover. We have talked about a little bit about Warhammer. So for those of you that are here for the wargaming stuff, then fill your boots. Fill your boots on that last 20 minutes or so.
Enjoy yourself the bit in the middle. Where we just talk about Warhammer community articles. Yeah, that's great. Do you know,
I when we started this, I did say I didn't want to just be like a news thing. Do you know what I mean? Like you get like some people.
I was going to say the same thing you're about to say. I was going to say
yeah, like just read out the community articles. That's not what we
post a video like every day talking about the Warhammer community articles or whatever recent post they've done and do a video.
I didn't want to be that, but I think when it is pertinent and it's kind of like something that we enjoy. So Lord of the Rings, their releases so few and far between. I think when they do happen, I feel like
machine type thing.
I feel like I can talk about them. And again, a new edition of Horus Heresy is pretty big news. That
I guess it's a pretty big deal. Yeah, that, and we've also had some old world Horus Heresy and Lord of the Rings. Do you know what podcast you're listening to?
Exactly.
Yeah, it's pretty exciting. So do you know what? We'll call it there. Thank you, everybody, for listening. I know it's been 56 minutes and 35 seconds of rubbish up until this point, but what more would you expect? I'm hoping Benji feels better soon and, starts to eat a few more pies. And I don't want to lose this much weight and make me feel bad about myself. So
because I'm making you look like a real fat pie.
Piece of shit.
Compared to me. Yeah.
Fuck you. So yes, and thank you everybody for sticking with us. We're back.
We are going to get back on track now.
Are we?
We are. Like, is it next episode we might have a guest on? Or will it be the episode
probably
after?
Next episode. Yeah, it'll be next one.
So we're going to have a guest. I don't think obviously you don't want to. We'll keep that secret, keep it safe until then. But that's going to be exciting. So there will definitely be an episode over the next 2 to 3 weeks. No, there will be. We will make sure it happens. But yeah, we will be back on it now. It's just been a really tough few weeks one way or another, and just trying to align our diet. And I think there was one night where we were going to do it, and I was like, I can't guarantee that I'm not going to have to disappear halfway through.
I can't. I'm not sure I can. It's okay.
So we had to kind of cancel that one. So yeah, apologies that it has been so long. It was for very, very good reason. But we are back now until my baby arrives, and then I'll disappear again for a bit. But I think you're gonna try and hold the fort a little bit and have a few guests and stuff on.
Oh my god, I might do one on my own.
Yeah.
Hi guys. Okay, just me talking to the camera for an hour.
Dude, you could just read Warhammer articles, community articles. You can go through the entire back catalogue of them.
Yeah, right, guys. We're starting at 2002.
Let's just read White Dwarf articles out or something. I don't know. You can make some shit up. Be fine.
I think I can manage that. Yeah.
But cool. I think even when the baby arrives, I'm planning. Even though I might not have any hobby time whatsoever, this will be my little.
I think
hobby
we might try and get
hour.
A few ahead. Might be the way to do it.
That is the plan. That is the plan. Let's try and get a couple ahead, and then even if you can get a couple of guests in,
get ready for Broadsword, Kira Elvenblood takeover.
Yeah,
that'll be like having the enemy on the show.
It will, won't it?
Yeah, be like
a woman.
A woman,
yeah,
exactly.
I tell you what, when she comes on, I know she loves talking about women in wargaming, doesn't she?
Yeah, her favourite topic. Yeah,
her favourite topic, because she never gets asked about that. I'm sure
doesn't.
I'm sure she never gets asked about being a woman in wargaming at all, does she?
I always remember that one time someone was like, "Oh yeah, I just think it's terrible how they portray women with breasts," and Kira's like, "I love it." They're like, "Oh, sorry." Yeah. So yes, there will be a Kira episode, I'm sure. I might get my brother on for one.
Yeah, definitely.
We just talk about old Warhammer and shit. So yeah, I'll fill the void whilst Benji's voiding his bowels.
Fill my void.
Yeah. Let's end it.
Let's end it there. Right, cool. Right. Thank you so much for watching, guys. We have been SideQuest Podcast. Is that how we do it?
Close enough, whatever. I've been Ollie. He's been Benji. Click all the links down below. Thanks to Frog of Wargaming. Catch you guys in the next one.